Alright, so the first update for Resident Evil Reverse is live and brings with it a new map, a new hero, as well as some additional levels to the Battle Pass and some premium costumes as well. And I want to go over everything that's come out in today's update in this video today, as well as talk about some of the kind of problem points people have with the game at the moment. But without any further ado, let's get into the map, the mode, new stuff, and then we'll get into the issues people have. So first of all, the map is the main hub area of the village in Resident Evil Village. To be honest, it's a good map. I've played it a couple times over about 10 games. It didn't come up much, but when I did play it, I did enjoy it. It's very CQC. There's also a couple pretty cool long range areas as well, and it feels quite good. So that's a positive. The map is good. Now, in terms of Tundra, this is an interesting one. She's good. She is good, but also requires a bit of strategy, you know, and a bit of skill as well. In terms of her weapons, it's pretty much Chris's weapons. You've got the Dragoon and the handgun, but the abilities are where things get a little bit interesting. First of all, talk about her passive. Her passive is very basic. It's just the more capsules you currently hold, the more potent her abilities are, so it does play into her abilities quite well. And the ability she's got is her R1 is the Killer B shot, and this one takes a bit of practice to get used to. Basically, you get a timer and you get 2 powered bullets to shoot. If both bullets hit the same target, they do excessive damage. You can pretty much one-shot any of the bioweapons except Torrent and Nemesis with it. Almost one-shot. Not you can't one-shot Jack. You can pretty much almost kill him, but again, that is dependent on you having all of your capsules you can currently hold, as well as taking both shots into him. It pretty much one-shots any hero, which is pretty good. And again, it takes a bit of practice. The aim, you have to hit both shots. If you hit one, it doesn't do anything. If you hit, the second one, it doesn't do anything. So you have to hit both on the same thing. And then the second L1 ability is decoy capsules. Now these basically, you can put them down anywhere on the map where items spawn, and you can put down 3 at a time, I believe. And basically what they do is when people go near them, they explode. And again, with the passive on her active and its maximum, they do a decent amount of damage. Not one shot anyone, but they'll probably bring someone down to about 80%. Which again is pretty cool. Just remember to kind of place them in a way where it isn't obvious you've put one there. Like, try and split them up as best you can. Keep moving around the map, and they do catch people off guard quite well as well. But yeah, overall she's good. Her weapons are again Chris's weapons, and they're pretty solid as well. Her abilities again take a bit of getting used to, but once you get them down, you can pretty much make some pretty decent plays with them. So definitely keep practicing if you don't think she's that good yet, because trust me, out of the very few games I played as her, I got some pretty cool moments to go off. So I'm impressed with the character. She's quite good, and it's a pretty cool addition to the game as well, with the map to match that character. She's from Village. We got the Village, and we get a Village character, which is pretty cool. On top of that, the Battle Pass now goes to level 60, and just to kind of clarify for people, if you already bought it and the additional levels have released, you do not need to buy anything else. You bought the Battle Pass for the £8 initially. They're just staggering the release of all the levels. So over time, you'll get the rest of it. Some pretty cool stuff in there, some more charms. Jill's classic skin is part of the next wave, which is pretty cool. And there's a lot of cool stuff in there as well. 2 premium skins this time around. We've got Resident Evil 5 Chris with his BSA uniform from Resident Evil 5, and the Battlesuit Jill, which again was leaked way when the game first came out. And it looks pretty good. It's very divisive because of the head model. For some reason, people don't like the head model of 3 Jill being on it, but it's whatever. It looks cool to me. And I think there's another one that's in the game at the moment as well. I know we've got Hunk from Resident Evil Revelations, isn't it? Resident Evil 6 Chris is in it as well now. And I believe there's a skin for Nemesis in the Battle Pass where he's pretty much just on fire, which is pretty cool. That's pretty much it for Update 1. Update 2 does bring another new character as well as some new premium costumes. Update 2 is not as big, it's just, the one hero and the costumes. The creature is set for Update 3, and there's no new map coming out either, which is a shame. But the maps we do have, I will say, are good. I do prefer, probably out of all of them, I do prefer the RPD at the moment, but that's just me. So now we'll go over to the kind of problem points people have at the moment. Now I've took a break from the game, I haven't played it much since the update released, and I do kind of want to lay things out as they are, especially from the update today. So first of all, the coin system, I've mentioned it briefly with it being a possible pay to win situation. It is not pay to win, but as of the update today, you can upgrade them. It is not pay to win. You literally play the game, you get the credits from earning, from playing the games, and you can upgrade the coins. Anyone can do it. but it's more of a, the more you play the game, the more credits you'll get, so the more you'll be able to upgrade the coins, so the more powerful you'll be. So it's very much a play to win scenario rather than a pay to win. That does have its ups and downs. Again, it is good that it's not, there's no shortcutting to paying to get all the powerful coins, which is good, but at the same time, new players coming in for at least a little bit will be at a complete disadvantage for people who will have these level 2 coins now. I'd imagine with each update they're going to increase the tier which you can upgrade to the coins. So, come update 3, that'll be level 4 coins versus someone new who has no coins. It's going to be quite a interesting situation, but that does lead into my next point actually. So the matchmaking, okay, this is a issue people have a lot with the game, and basically how the matchmaking works is it's constantly ranked. You win a game, you increase in rank, you lose a game, you go down in points. And after a certain amount of points have been reached, you promote, and your rank goes up. Now, that's a good system, especially for new players, because new players will always start in the lowest tier, which means, you're going to get either easier games or put with other new players, which is good. But the higher you go up, I always feel like, especially with any ranked game, the higher you go up, the less players you'll probably find, or, something like that, because not everyone's playing it to the extent of getting to like the highest tier. Like I believe I'm in the 3rd one, I think. Could be wrong, could be 2nd one, either way. And the matchmaking still is fine. Eventually, I will say, it does go to searching for all players of all skill, which is an interesting decision, especially when you get put with like new players and you've been playing the game for a while. That would probably not be very fun for the new people. But it is an issue. It is going to divert the matchmaking times for people, and it may cause issues with the skill gaps between players when the matchmaking just decides to throw anyone in. But that is just something I've noticed, and some people have also noticed that, and it is a bit of a concern. Next up is the stun lock, and holy shit, I don't know why, but today playing it with an update I really started to notice it. I don't know if it's because people are actually getting used to the game now and playing it more, but holy crap, it's constant. Like there were some moments where I'd die, respawn as my hero, get stun locked out of spawn, die, come back as like the basic molded, get stun locked out of that spawn, and die. And it isn't fun. Every single character in the game has some kind of stun, except Tundra now, I will say. Hopefully that's a kind of a good thing, because hopefully that means they're going to make more characters where they don't have stuns, which is awesome. But every single character has one. It does get annoying, especially when you're kind of like in a mess of monsters and everyone's stunning each other. It's kind of annoying. It is a problem. I will say maybe look at changing that, or again adding more characters to the game that don't have a stun. I think that's probably one reason why Tundra doesn't sit that well at the moment, is because she doesn't have one. Or at least she does, but it's very brief and it's very situational. Basically you have to hit both shots of that gun, and it does stun people, but that can be quite difficult to do. But yeah, stun locking is a thing, it is an issue, it is big, and it is very annoying. And then last but not least on the kind of problem points for the game, peer-to-peer matchmaking. Peer-to-peer matchmaking is ancient now. Like it was back in the old COD days where everyone would be kind of playing off one guy's great connection. If he left, it would migrate the game. In this game, peer-to-peer, so if the guy hosting the lobby has crap connection, you're going to lag around. I've had plenty of games where I've joined and I can't really do anything because I'm lagging so much. And I have good internet, so it's definitely not me. And then obviously if they leave, it ends the game, which can be annoying. Especially when you're like doing really well and then the host leaves and it's like, okay, game's over. You do still get the win, it does still kind of end the game and you do get the win, but you were slaying out and then 2 minutes later, 2 minutes into the game, you're out of the game. It's like, okay, never mind then. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That covers pretty much everything I think most people have issues with. The update though, it is fun. If you can get past the issues, the map is good, Tundra is fun, probably has a bit more of a skill gap than most characters, so definitely try and learn how to play it properly and maybe you'll get some pretty good games out of her. But other than that, that's about it. I haven't been playing the game much lately. Again, like I've said, I've been playing other stuff. And I do have a video coming out soon about things I'm going to be introducing to the channel in terms of other games, and maybe going a bit more, not fully, but a bit more variety. Like, at the moment with horror releases and stuff like that, there's not an awful lot. And I do want to make more videos, but there's not a lot to do that on. So I do want to talk about what I kind of want to do with the channel soon. But other than that, expect the RE stuff as normal. But yeah, thank you all for coming by. Let me know your thoughts on update 1 of Resident Evil Reverse. Have you played it yet? Are you still interested in playing the game, or do you not care? I know a lot of people, around do not give a shit about this game. but there are people out there that do enjoy it and do have fun with it. So, you know, I think it's fair to kind of have a video talking about this stuff for people who do enjoy the game, and if it's not your thing, don't worry about it. But yeah, thank you for coming by, and I'll see you in the next one.